Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. Zeno-sama's power was turning into absolute evil, being so much that he was even able to access a new form, which was much more robust and his power was hundreds of times greater. What the hell is wrong with my body? Well, why is this negative energy so satisfying, but at the same time so painful? That's right, the body of Zeno-sama, despite being the body of a king at all, is still a body, but with only greater power, and all the bodies of the warriors have the same internal system. But a few are the lucky ones and equally known as gods, since they were able to possess twice as many energy points as the other bodies, while the common systems have 208 veins through which the energy flows. Very few of them have 416, which on this occasion belonged mostly to Universe 13, for which it was called the Stellar Universe, since his powers were levels that not even a king at all was sometimes able to cope with.
My lord, it seems we have been able to master the power of the demons of the ancient underworld.
Ha ha ha! Finally! We've finally been able to master their negative power! But far away from the realm of the whole, even in other timelines, a black armored guy would raise his power a little.
Ha ha ha! Do you even think you have the body to withstand the power of otherworldly knights?
Brother, have you been able to control the damn king at all?
Not yet, brother, but it's a matter of time since the negative power is inside.
This'll be a lot more fun. After millions of years, we knights have the underworld will make the divine world burn.
Returning with Goku, he would continue with his great training. With the intention of mastering his aura to fight with more advantage, Goku would fall to the ground exhausted.
This is exhausting! It's even more tiring than a physical workout!
That's right, since you must master your internal energy at least 70%, but you must also have a strong essence so that you are able to form your aura.
But I'm not going to give up. I have a clear goal and I know I'll be able to fulfill it.
Of course, if Goku, that means you're more fearsome. No matter how powerful your enemy is, you don't take yourself for granted, and it's the internal strength that makes you much more powerful.
Thank you for being my teacher. I swear I'll always protect you, Nin.
Returning to the realm of the whole, Zeno-sama would begin to expel his negativity through the 12 universes. But it was really the plan of Yasuma, the elder brother of the underworldly knights.
Finally, he began to spread all the negative power through all the universes. Even everything is polluted, there will be no one being able to face us.
All the negative power of Zeno-sama would spread quickly, but only Whis, the most powerful angel of the 12, would notice this.
Sister Vados, we need divine protection, quickly. Let's go to the center of universes 6 and 7.
Of course, my brother. Whatever you say. Both angels flew at their maximum speed towards the center of both universes, in which both with all their power tried to retain all the negative energy of the king of everything, being able to achieve it with a lot of effort. Since the Zeno-sama did not control all the demonic energy completely, it was not so powerful. Now we must meet with our respective gods. Likewise, inform the most powerful warriors of Universe 6, we will be the resistance.
Understood, brother. But what do you mean by resistance? What's going on?
It's not time to explain it. Just keep in mind that the most powerful beings of the Divine Kingdom have been corrupted by an energy much more powerful than themselves. Whis would arrive quickly with the God of Destruction, informing him of everything that happened.
Maybe that's why Zeno-sama and Daishinkan-sama eliminated Goku without any mercy. They were really being manipulated.
It may be, my lord, but it's not time. We have to quickly go to planet Earth. Both deities left for the planet Earth at maximum speed, while Vegeta was training in the gravity capsule. Instantly, he'd be interrupted, getting a little angry, but Beerus, annoyed at a great speed, would hold him with the ground.
Damn, Vegeta, I'm here for you telling you something very serious. If you continue with that behavior, I swear I'll destroy you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Beerus. I've never seen Mr. Beerus like this before.
The latter would only think Whis would explain everything that happened to the Z Warriors, but in the sky a big crack would form.
That's right, from which Jiren would get very badly injured on the verge of death.
Jiren, damn it! The second most powerful being in the universe has left in these pathetic conditions. What the hell's happening?
From the crack, Margarita would be observed together with the god Bellmount.
But Beerus, apparently you don't have the negative energy of the demon gods. That means you're against us, so I'll finish you right now.
Beerus, a little confident, would approach towards Bellmount.
Mr. Beerus, don't get complacent. Remember, they possess negative energy, their minimum power manipulated.
Beerus would be caught off guard, being sent flying with the blow, which would cause him unimaginable pain, making him fall to the ground and vomiting large amounts of blood.
Damn it! I'm not gonna let Beerus go down that easy. I'll join the fight.
Don't worry, Mr. Vegeta. The power of the god Bellmount has raised in a great way, but compared to the power of the Lord, Beerus is still a simple child.
What do you mean, Whis?
Instantly, an incredible destructive power would be released from Beerus' entire body. The power was so much that it would even make everyone present retreat except the deities.
Bellmount, you have never witnessed my ultimate power, so I hope you're prepared for the end of your existence.
Ha ha ha! You're a simple cat. You won't be able to do anything against me, Beerus.
Both gods would begin to exchange millions of blows, which Vegeta was not able to see absolutely anything. Only a few flashes.
Beerus' power is gigantic, and even if he's nervous, it must be that it's something coming of an overwhelming level.
After a few minutes of battle, Beerus was able to leave Bellmount very injured on the ground, but his defeat was imminent, since he had lost his limbs and the power had decreased considerably. Crawling like a worm with Margarita since he needed help, but when he was about to touch Margarita, an attack would completely pulverize him. Don't touch me! You're not worthy to possess the power of a demon god. I'll take care of these damn worms myself. Sister, it's a pity that you have also fallen to the path of evil. I, as the most powerful angel, plan to defeat you and send you to the other world. Ha 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 ha! That's only if you're able to beat me. Of all the angels, you're the one who likes violence the least, so you won't be able to hurt your dear sister. The thought of Margarita completely vanished when Whis' fist was struck in her stomach. I'm sorry, sister. This'll hurt me more than you. Release of angelic power! A great white light mixed with a great attack would be able to completely disintegrate Margarita, who had no chance against the most powerful angel. Mr. Beerus, we must put up a big barrier so that we'll be able to prepare.
That's right, Whis. Do it immediately.
A great barrier was able to cover the entire Universe 7. Meanwhile, Goku and Nin both had been able to advance in a great way in their training. Even Goku was able to access a new transformation, which was the Super Saiyan 4 Celestial, since all his fur was an opposing white color. Nin, all this has been thanks to you. I've not been able to control my aura, but I've got this new power. With that power, you're able to face us, the heavenly gods. I've never fought with you. Do you think if we have a confrontation? It's not a good idea since I don't want to leave you hurt. But at that moment, the look of Nin would change to a much more serious one. Just like the look of Goku, a being mutated had been launched towards Nin, which was ready to disintegrate him. But Goku at lightning speed stood in front of Nin, and with a single blow was able to eliminate him, jumping blood all over the place. Nin was surprised since that fist had an incredibly strong being, so much to make a warrior explode, but it would start raining blood, which would panic to the goddess Nin, while Goku was very confused. How strange! First time in a universe it rains blood? Nin, what's going on? This is impossible. We'll all be annihilated. The underworld bath has started, and it is said that it is a simple legend. Underworld bath? That's right. That's how he's known when the warriors of the underworld spill the blood of their victims and are reflected in the 18 universes. I understand nothing. Who are the warriors of the underworld? The warriors of the underworld are the elite of everything existing. Their powers are compared to ours is like comparing the power of a mortal and the power of a king of all. Nin, don't worry. It doesn't matter if he's the king of all or those so-called underworld warriors. I'll protect you.
Ha ha ha. What a romantic scene. It makes me sick.
Nin's face would be full of worry because when that warrior arrived, everything around him would turn a dark color. That's right, it was the domain of Yasuma, domain of the underworld. What's this pressure? It's amazing! I'm not even able to move easily.
You can't stand even in my dominance. You think you have enough power to be able to protect that pathetic goddess.
Goku, furious by the way in which the warrior referred to Nin, would expel all his power, being completely in vain since compared to the power of that subject his power was nothing, but Goku without giving up would take his body to the limit.
You're such a pathetic mortal. You won't be able to do anything. I've come to destroy the entire Universe 14, including the god of this universe.
I won't let you end Nin's life. You'll have to end me first. Yasuma, with a single attack, was able to knock Goku out of combat. Returning to his base state, the goddess Nin would also release all her power, but for Yasuma, it was not surprising. They would both have a great battle in which balls of energies, fists and kicks could be observed throughout the territory of Nin.
It's time for take you with me. You're not as powerful as the rumors said.
Yasuma, not caring that Nin's a woman, would grant her a strong blow to her face, making her fall to the ground very badly injured. Damn, how's he able to leave me in this condition in one fell swoop? Nin, being carried by that warrior, was able to throw a sphere of energy towards Goku. That energy was able to recover him completely, but he was able to even awaken his double veins of energy. That's right, when Goku was born for the second time, his internal system of duplication, being one of the most powerful beings in all existence, and with the help of Nin's power, his power would begin to rise in an incredible way, making all the 18 universes tremble, and before Yasuma leaves, a great barrier would be placed in all of Nin's Universe 14. While Goku's power continued to grow non-stop, his white fur that characterized him had been changed into purple fur, representing the power of destruction. Goku's power was felt even by the king of all. That's right, he was not able to recognize it because his power had grown in an unreal way. That warrior's power is dangerous. We must do something. Before we're annihilated, he must be mutant from Universe 14.
The warriors of the eliminated universes were always cataloged for being monsters that seemed to have no limit in their power.
Goku's power continued to grow in an incredible way, to the point that a large purple beast would also form in his aura, leaving Nin surprised. Goku, of a great explosion, was able to even destroy the dominium of the king of the underworld. It's time for you to face the mighty Goku, the purple Saiyan god! Goku, of a great rumble, moved at the speed of being able to grant him the first effective blow that god, which annoying, would stand up, while his power rose in an incredible way.
I don't care what the hell you are. This hit I swear to pay you back multiplied by 100. You don't have the power of an underworld god.
Yasuma would be releasing an amazing power, which would even make the 18 universes rumble. But the goddess of Universe 15, Mikosha, would realize the brutal power that was being released in Universe 14. This is a stranger. The power that is perceived does not belong to Nin or any other heavenly god. Mikosha would not give it enough importance, but at the moment, the shock of one of his fists was able to create hundreds of wormholes all over the universes, which would worry Mikosha. If the power overcomes the defense barrier of the Zeno-sama multiverse, we'll be all annihilated. As a matter, we'll all be compressed in such a way, leaving nothing of us. Mikosha would begin to head towards Nina's territory, while both warriors were in a very even battle. However, Yasuma's power seemed to have an advantage against Goku's new power, but to everyone's surprise, Yasuma would spit out large amounts of blood while his power began to decrease.
What the hell? This is impossible. How are you able to cause me harm? I'm the one who's beating the shit out of you.
That's what I want you to feel, because every time you touch my body, you're being injected with my destructive energy, and I've been able to destroy your entire internal system. That's right, the energy that Goku possessed in his new transformation even surpassed that of any god. Subjecting said energy into the internal system of any warrior would be fatal. However, this would happen with any normal being, since Yasuma was the leader of the four horsemen of the underworld, so with a lot of difficulty he would stand up.
So, how do you like playing with traps? Let's see which of the two is dirtier to play with traps, since this can be two.
Goku, being confident, was not able to realize that on his back a great being of dark energy had formed. But Goku realized it was too late, because that technique was incomprehensible to a mere mortal. This is impossible. It was said that the technique, imminent death, was for beings from another multiverse. Yasuma would turn his back on Goku, while death itself cruelly tore him apart.
No matter what power I possess, as long as I'm not able to master his aura, he won't be able to counter my technique. But you guys have given me some damn trouble.
Yasuma, with a small slap, would send Nin crashing to the base of the planet. Goku, watching as Nin was beaten and could not do anything, his anger increased to levels that even Yasuma would be amazed.
So the power of that Saiyan depends on you. This is interesting. What would happen if I ended your miserable life?
Yasuma, left perplexed and unable to move, realizing that Goku was able to master his aura completely, even Nin. Goku is amazing. Me being a celestial goddess, it's 1500 years to me to be able to dominate my aura completely. A big dragon would be able to destroy Yasuma's technique completely, while Goku would take a very serious look and everything around him would freeze due to domain expansion. Domain expansion! Space abomination! Everything around him was able to turn a dark color, similar to his purple fur, while Yasuma's body was not able to stand up. That's right, Goku's power had completely crushed him, making it impossible for him to stand up.
This cursed mortal has been able to master his aura in the middle of battle, which it was said to be impossible.
Nothing's impossible for me, but you are right. I almost died. My whole system received lethal attacks, so I'm not able to waste my time with you.
Goku, when approaching Yasuma, he would collapse completely because the injuries were really serious. Yasuma, with his little energy, would stand up, creating a gigantic explosion with his own body. Nin would stand in front of that big explosion to protect Goku, but it would be impossible for him. When Nin's barrier was destroyed, his last hope, he would prostrate himself in front of Nin. That's right, Mikoshin had been able to protect both of them from such an imminent explosion. On the other hand, we observe Yasuma in his castle, a little serious because of everything that happened.
That copy of me had 45% of all my power. That Saiyan really is a nuisance.
What happened, brother?
There's nothing to worry about. The negative power that had been able to corrupt all the destroying gods, only the heavenly gods are missing.
But brother, who has been able to defeat your spirit form? As far as I understand, that form possesses 45% of all your power, and no being should be able to achieve it.
Yeah, I know it's amazing, Sheeta, but really there is a guy who has incredible power, who was able to not only defeat me, he was able to finish me.
Are you serious, brother?
That's right. I decided to self-destruct so that they wouldn't be able to notice where I was going, since even a new celestial goddess would arrive at the place.
It will be better to have total control of all the beings of the Kingdom of Everything in order to send those damn pests.
You are correct, because the power of that pathetic Saiyan is something that even I'm not able to understand.
Yasuma would still be very thoughtful about the battle he had because it was not explained where he was able to expel much power. Meanwhile, in Universe 7, Whis had been able to finish with his sister, while Beerus was also very thoughtful.
Hey Whis, what do we do? Since if the gods have been much able to have that new power, beings of the kingdom of the whole must have been much greater power.
I agree with you, Mr. Beerus, but there is nothing we are capable of doing.
Of course there is. We just have to look for the perfect opportunity to be able to take the advantage of it.
But don't worry, all this starts I was first able to move the pieces of this difficult chess game.
What do you mean by Whis chess game? Explain yourself.
Mr. Beerus, even you are affected by a little negative energy. I could tell that when you thought about betraying Mr. Goku, so I knew that something was not right.
What are you trying to say, Whis? Do you plan Son Goku's betrayal?
In a nutshell, it could be like this, because I had a vision in which even having the power of Lord Goku, we would be defeated.
That means that if Kakarot's not in this universe, he'll not be annihilated, by which he is our only move.
Excellent, Mr. Vegeta, that's right. I had only knowledge of everything that was going to happen, but up to a certain point it was risky, but we must trust.
Whis, you're absolutely crazy. Do you think Son Goku will forgive us after wanting to end his life?
That's something we won't know until we talk to Mr. Goku himself. In the realm of all, Zeno-sama was able to assimilate all the negative energy completely, unlike Daishinkan, who did not allow himself to be completely manipulated, and of this Yasuma would realize in time.
That damn priest, he has a great spirit of peace. I've already been able to control him by 80%, but the remaining 20% is costing me too much.
Don't worry, brother. It's only a matter of time, as a priest's mental power doesn't compare to our mental power, let alone yours.
You're right, Sheeta, but there's something I don't like about this whole situation. I don't know what it is yet, but it smells like blood to death.
Returning to Universe 14, one could observe a Goku who was on the verge of death, but had not returned to his base state, which would leave Nin very confused.
He's on the verge of death. Why doesn't he return to his base state? So I wouldn't use the power to maintain that transformation. Most likely, your body is preparing for a new energy load, which makes it impossible for you to return to your base state.
Nin and Makoshin would help Goku to take him to a room so that he's able to rest, while both goddesses would start talking about everything that happened, while having a mind to ask for help from Sirius. He even had the supreme god Zyko.
I have an excellent relationship with Sirius, unlike Zyko, as she's too strong a temper and is capable of destroying me.
That is a problem, but we need powerful warriors who are capable of doing something, to be prepared for the other horsemen of the apocalypse. Shida, get ready yourself with Yeika. We'll be making a visit to the beings of the Kingdom of Everything.
As you order, brother. Yeika, come immediately.
Order of my masters. So what is it I can do for you? You, together with my brother, will go to the Kingdom of Everything. Of the good-for-nothing of Zeno-sama, I want you to make Daishinkan this completely at her services, and in case of not achieving it, end his life. Your wishes are orders for my great Yasuma-sama.
Both beings began to move at incredible speeds throughout space, and even breaking the megaversal barrier, being able to enter the territory of Zeno-sama. Daishinkan, despite being manipulated almost entirely, would realize that something wasn't right. But before reacting, he would be subdued by Yeika, who had a great armor and looked like a great warrior, being able to crush Daishinkan's head against the ground. Daishinkan, being the most powerful angel, would try resist before the great power of Yeika, but it would be useless for her. But Whis was able to observe everything that happened, because when going with Son Goku to that Kingdom of the All, he was able to leave several crystals to be aware of everything that happened in the Kingdom of the All. So they are the ones responsible for this whole multiverse being corrupted by negative energy.
No matter where you are, damn angel, we know you're watching us, so you better enjoy your last hours of freedom.
All the crystals would be destroyed in their entirety, which would leave Whis very serious and shocked. This is much more dangerous than I thought, because the power of these beings is incredible. Even my father with the negative power has not been able to do anything against them.
I didn't like your plan, Whis, at all, but we must trust the useless Goku. Mr. Beerus, we can train to be able to defend ourselves. You're right, Vegeta. I, as the most powerful god, I won't let them finish me. That's right. We'll go to the time room.
You guys go, as I'll be on the lookout for any abnormalities in universes 6 and 7. Beerus, along with Vegeta, quickly left for the time room, in which, at that time of entering, said dimension began with their great training, without wasting any seconds, since time was something that the warriors did not have at the moment. Meanwhile, in the Kingdom of the Whole, Yeika was inserting a lot of dark energy into Daishinkan's body, which refused to be controlled by anyone else, realizing in the same way everything that had happened with Son Goku, being able to perceive a small amount of his power.
This should be impossible, but I'll try.
Daishinkan, with a mental wave, was able to communicate with Goku, who was still out of combat.
Mr. Goku, I apologize first of all for everything that happened, but we have been manipulated by a being named Yasuma, who is the leader of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. I'll explode and send you all my power. Please, receive it.
Damn priest, you'll explode from so much negative energy that I'm injecting into your being. So accept or die.
I'd rather die than form from beings like you.
A great explosion would be created all over the Kingdom of the All, which was not able to do absolutely anything to the beings present.
That cursed Daishinkan, resolved to be so loyal to his principles that he preferred death.
We'd better get out of here, Zeno-sama. I want you to keep an eye out for any abnormalities in the 12 universes.
Of course, if you order, young Shida.
Both would return to Yasuma's castle, while in Universe 14, a great golden energy would approach at high speed. Both goddesses would be on guard, but the energy was so fast that it dodged them entering Goku's body.
What the hell has happened?
What was that energy? Goku was able to recover completely, observing in his mind how they had humiliated Daishinkan, and even this sincere apology, Goku's power would skyrocket in his transformations, while simulating all the power of an angel.
I swear I'll kill every one of you horsemen of the apocalypse.
Goku Goku was able to assimilate all the power of a priest in his body, ceasing to release all that power, which was even destroying Nin's Universe 14. Mikoshin would try to put him out of combat, but it was impossible for him because to his surprise, when trying to get closer to Goku, an extremely incredible pressure, he was able to make her eat dust. That's right, Mikoshin would use all his power and spirit to stand up, but it was impossible for him too. Damn it! How is it possible for a Saiyan to have all this power? And is it possible for a Saiyan to be able to bend me to a heavenly goddess? Goku, by not recognizing Mikoshin, he would not decrease his pressure, but by listening to Nin's sweet voice, he would understand that Mikoshin was an ally. Please, Goku, reduce your pressure. Mikoshin was the goddess who saved us after you became unconscious. Goku would disappear, his pressure completely allowing Mikoshin to move freely. But something surprising was that he had been able to break several of his bones, with simple pressure. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were an ally. I'll heal your wounds. Goku would approach Mikoshin, transmitting a little of his power, making Mikoshin fully recover. But she was amazed because the power she had achieved seemed a greater power than she possessed. What is this? I feel like my power has been completely released. Don't say stupid things, Mikoshin. It has only helped to heal each of your wounds. I don't know what you've done, but I appreciate it. It's not time for thanks. Since Yasuma has ended Daishinkan's life, they were the ones who control the entire divine world to betray me. Are you sure what Goku is saying? Since I saw you very sure of the fall of the divine world. Haven't you hit your head in your battle? No, Nin. I'm sure since I was able to observe Daishinkan in my world that he even will apologize to me. The world he swore to destroy will be the world he will protect again.
Such great words for a Saiyan who's too weak.
That voice had echoed all over the sky, while out of a great cloud of darkness, red eyes could be seen. But if it's Zeko, the god of Universe 18 and the most powerful god of all of us.
So long time without seeing them stupid goddesses. Even I still don't know how they got the position of heavenly goddesses. If they were good for absolutely nothing.
Goku would raise his power a little since Zyko's presence was clearly hostile.
So, you want to fight with your father? Don't make me laugh. What do you think a simple Saiyan like you can do? Before me, the first Saiyan God.
Zeko is right, Goku. He is the first Saiyan God. Don't worry, I've been able to face Yasuma, the leader of the Underworld Riders. This clown, he won't be able to do anything to me.
I know you've clashed with the current leader of the Underworld Riders, but tell me, who do you think it was who murdered Yasuma's father?
Goku would make a confused face.
Even though these bastards were able to steal 50% of all my power, it's more than enough for me to take down a scumbag like you. If you plan to finish me, I'll have to fight with you.
Zeko, as if were a flash, it would grant a great blow to Goku, which would send him flying to a great planet, but it would be destroyed with simple contact. This is amazing! It was said that the planets of the heavenly gods were indestructible, but in one fell swoop, he was able to make it explode. That's right, even Goku with all his power was able to cause several disasters, but not to destroy him. Goku would recover from such a blow, but the instant he was about to pounce, Zyko would grant him hundreds of blows, which broke each of his bones. That's right, Zyko's blows were as powerful as they were metal planets, since they destroyed Goku's body completely. On the other hand, in Yasuma's castle, he would immediately recognize Zyko.
For that reason, the power of that Saiyan's rapidly decreasing. He's fighting Zyko, the Destroyer Saiyan. Brother, I always had that doubt. Even since we were the riders of the underworld, we are forbidden to have any confrontation with that warrior. Why is it? That bastard Zyko, he was the one responsible for ending our father's life. He was the first being to corner our father.
Flashback.
Zyko, instead of competing for who is the most powerful being in these territories, we can ally. I don't care about being the most powerful warrior. What interests me is to destroy every warrior who thinks he's the most powerful.
The battle of both subjects was the most destructive. In the whole existence, even their battle had lasted 15 days approximately.
and this was an incredible time since both seemed to have unlimited energy. You are really powerful, but I will use a power to which, no matter that, you are the chief of the horsemen of the apocalypse, and I will finish you. Zyko's power would increase dramatically without the need to use an enhancer technique, which left Yasuma's boss and father surprised, as he was humiliated for about 30 minutes. I'll die in this battle, but you being a Saiyan, you'll lose the most desired thing you have. If you mean a loved one, I have absolutely no one, and if I had a child, I'd still sacrifice her to have much more power. I know that beings like you don't have anyone close, but what you love the most is your power, divine light. Despite being the leader of the Riders and being a Dark Warrior, he was able to use several threads of golden light with which it was possible to neutralize all the power of Zyko, while the other Riders exterminated each of his energy veins. Damn, I won't let them take away all my power. Zyko would create an explosion with the remaining power, being able to break the technique. But his rival had kept his word to make the most precious, since Zyko's power had been stolen in a 60%. Damn, old man. How dare you steal my power? You're an insect! And flashback. Zyko's power has increased by 10% in his life, but it would be impossible for her to recover her 100%, since after hundreds of years she has recovered practically nothing. Zyko, despite having all his power, he was able to give a great beating to Goku, who felt that with each blow his life was taken away. Nin and Mikoshin not holding on as they beat Goku, both goddesses launched themselves against Zyko, but from hundreds of rays of energies, they were on the ground, spitting out large amounts of blood. Those mothers, they won't be able to do anything against me. Zyko, who was hitting Goku, would feel like his skin had hardened, looking like he was hitting a metal. Damn, they can beat me, humiliate me, but I'll never allow you to do anything to my goddess. They're under my care. Nin and Mikoshin blushed when they were under the protection of Goku, while his power grew much more since that transformation was most similar to a beast. Due to this, his power increased the more angry he got, as his body adapted to the conditions of the battle. Your power is on another level. Apparently a worthy rival has finally arrived. Goku, without saying a word, he would throw a big blow, which Zyko would also respond, but the blows of Zyko's hand would be completely pulverized. Zyko, without showing pain, would grant a kick to Goku's jaw, sending him back a few meters, while with his other hand he carried a large sphere of energy. I've marked you with that blow, so no matter where you're heading, this attack will follow you until it destroys you. I have no need to run away, because with my own hands, I intend to destroy him. I want to see if you're able to do it. Spiral of Hell! A great attack would be thrown against Goku, which, with the simple sound of its noises, cracked the dimension itself. Nin, along with Mikoshin, raised their power to the maximum, trying to neutralize all the distortions that called Zyko's power. It's a powerful attack, but for me, the most powerful Saiyan of this time, there's no impossible. Goku would stretch out his hands, starting to stop such an attack, but despite having a great resistance, the attack was able to destroy his hands completely. But Goku, of a great scream, was able to destroy him completely. Zyko would be speechless, since it had not taken him any time to destroy his most powerful attack. I'm not planning to end you right now. I want you to beg for your pathetic life. This will not be my last battle. I don't know how I'll do it, but I will access 100% of all my power. Zyko would leave, but without realizing it, Zyko had been marked by the power of Goku. Goku would likewise disappear, appearing next to Zyko, receiving a great blow, which had sent him to a planet, destroying it, and making Zyko spit a lot of blood. I do not intend to leave alive. A being who only has darkness and evil in his heart, you're nothing to the universes. If you finish with me, you won't be able to finish with the horsemen of the apocalypse. I don't need you, because if you could take down their leader, I know they are like us, and they could die anyway. Goku, from a great attack, was able to reduce Zyko to simple atoms. That's right, Goku's power had been so great that he was able to end the life of the most powerful celestial god. Meanwhile, in Universe 7, Beerus along with Vegeta had achieved an incredible power. So much had been the power of both that the Room of Time no longer supported so much power. The power we've achieved is incredible, but it's still not on par with the power of the Great Priest. We must trade now in this Staff of Whis because of the dimension of an angel, but it has much more capacity to withstand our powers.
Good idea, Vegeta. They both came back with Whis quickly, which was very serious.
What's going on?
The Great Priest has been eliminated with incredible ease. If even my father was annihilated in such a way, what can we do?
Whis, don't let that define the final result. Although it pains me to admit it, we still have Kakarot. He'll be able to defeat these dim. That's right, Whis. We are one more defense for when Kakarot's ready.
I don't know how they managed to keep their composure. Even me, being an angel, it's hard for me to order my ideas at the moment.
Hey, Whis, have you tried to communicate with Son Goku?
Of course not, Mr. Beerus. After we betrayed you, you will never want to hear from us. At that moment, the barrier that Whis had placed had been completely destroyed by one of Yasuma's followers, who had the appearance of a demon with several blue lines all over his skin.
So, you are the pathetic beings who are not polluted by the negative energy of the great Yasuma-sama. Now I will kill you, no longer serve us.
Whis would stand in front of everyone to feel how that demon released a great power, but everyone was amazed to observe how Whis had been sent to fly with a great blow. Beerus and Vegeta raised their power to the maximum like Piccolo and Gohan. All the warriors threw themselves against that demon, not being able to do absolutely anything.
Final Flash!
Vegeta's powerful attack was directed towards that demon, with which a Smile was able to return it with a single blow.
You guys are just trash on my side. I don't know why the great Yasuma is interested in such pathetic beings as you.
You are a demon, the opposite of what I am, so I'm not going to let you end up with the planet Earth. We will destroy you. Everyone began to exchange millions of blows, but the difference in powers was clear. Goku was able to feel the power of Gohan. My son and my other friends are fighting against a being that exudes incredible negative energy. What are you planning to do, Goku? What I would really do, if they really had intentions of dealing with me, I'll understand them. But I'll not let anything or anyone end what I once protected. Goku would begin to move through all the universes at an incredible speed, while the demon would prostrate himself on top of everything, carrying a great attack.
Die! This is your end, damn worms! Damn Kakarot, I'm sorry for everything. I wish you were here. You are, and will continue to be number one.
But that powerful attack never collided with the warriors. While in front of them, they observed a completely different Goku, who released an amazing power. I've arrived, since all the universes are protected by me. Goku would expel his power a little to make the demon fall to his knees to the ground without being able to move. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.
Black girl.